Alright. Sleep Time is over. Cafe the Catalyst, DJ Zach Morris, Season 7, Episode 1.
Season premiere.
Season premiere, rap.
Finally, we have the gentleman known as Dave Thornton.
Hey,
there we go. Speaking Easy with Dave Thornton. There you go.
Speaking Easy.
That's the
name
show. That's what we thought of for the name of it. That's pretty good. It might work. Okay, so Harry's, the debut. We gave a little history earlier in the show, so I gave a little backstory of you, so we can just bypass that.
Okay.
And go right to the whole meat of this whole thing. Harry's, what is the, for someone that does not know the cocktail scene, that does not know what a speakeasy is, right off the bat.
So me.
Like this gentleman right here. Brother, don't drink. Okay, so if you were to explain to this guy, this Hawaiian, what a speakeasy is.
Speaking.
How would you do it?
If you don't drink, there's no such thing as a speakeasy.
There you go. There you go.
It's not for you. Now, so we just have a back room during Prohibition. Clearly, you weren't allowed to drink. Most places had a facade of something else. A lot of them were pharmacies, some were bookstores. Ours is a hardware store. And it's just a back room. We do a lot of really elevated cocktail, fun stuff here. And we're just trying to have fun with it.
So elevated cocktail. What is a cocktail? What is an elevated cocktail?
So we're just trying to do everything one notch above where it was being done before. So we're barrel-aging cocktails. We're hand-chipping ice. We have a huge beer ice block in the back bar that we hand-chip off of. We're normally, so you'd make a really nice old-fashioned with bullet bourbon or bullet rye. We're using your rare, better whiskey like Eagle 10 here. So just making things just taste as good as we possibly can make it using the best ingredients.
So Kevin, I know you have a million questions of what you just said.
No, I just want to start drinking now.
And I would be shocked if you do, but if you could explain, okay, so Dave, like, here's a good question. Barrel-aged cocktails, like, what would that be? What does that mean?
So we take an entire cocktail. Right now we have about 4 of them running. We put it in a new charred oak barrel, designed specifically for this, and let it rest. And every few weeks we taste it and see if it's gotten to the point where we want it. And some of them have gone as long as 2 years, and some of them are as short as 4 weeks.
Wow. So the current ones that you have on right now, you have 4.
Yeah.
What would be the ones you got right now?
And we have ones coming, so they're going to rotate it as we run through. So we have a Oaxaca Old Fashioned.
Wow, yes.
It is where most of our mezcal is produced.
Right.
So that's mezcal, tequila, agave syrup, 2 kinds of bitters, and that one's been in for 8 weeks. It's tasting phenomenal. We have a 2-year barrel aged Campari that we mix with Lillet Blanc. We call that a ruby sliver because of color.
Okay, right.
Unfortunately, not reproducible unless we want to wait 2 years.
Wow, really?
So when that one runs out shortly, it'll be gone for a while.
It's all made here, though.
Yeah.
By you.
Tell me, this is the guy. So, what's the thought process of saying, okay, I'm going to barrel age this now, I'm going to go put these ingredients together? It's fascinating how you guys come up with this, the chemistry.
A bunch of drunkards. Like having fun. I mean, it's having fun with taking something that we love and just pushing it as stuff.
Right. Always progressing.
Yeah. And then just what happens to the ingredients when you put them in the barrels is amazing. Things tend to get a little bit sweeter. They get a thicker mouthfeel. It's always going to give you the perception of sweetness even if it's not there. And then it just brings out those barrel flavors, like a lot of vanillas, a lot of caramel flavors, some tobacco.
So is this anything like moonshine in a way?
No.
I watched that. Where you just like that. Is that kind of like
No, not exactly.
Process is different.
Process is different.
Right.
We're not actually distilling anything. We
Okay.
don't have a distilling license. We're taking something that's previously made and making it better.
Oh.
Now, is the wood a factor for these barrels? Okay, yeah. What other type of wood?
So we are using charred New American oak. But we will reuse those barrels. So say if I did like a Negroni, which is a gin Campari this week, and put it in the barrel, the next drink we put in there, we want like some of those Campari flavors to come out as well. So like a Boulevardier, which would be a whiskey version of that drink.
Can you get a Chiave barrel and make something from that?
You could, and it would pull out some of those Chiave flavors. I haven't seen any Chiave barrels on the market, but what we could do is get
chips.
Add to the liver.
Nice.
Right, which segues into another type of style of cocktail that we're known for making is the smoked cocktails. We're literally using things such as smoke flavor. You obviously smoke like the smoked Manhattan.
Smoked Manhattan. We have a couple new smoked cocktails over here. It's something that's been done for a while, but it brings a completely different element to the table, especially the aroma of drinking a cocktail next to a campfire.
Right. Pretty cool. And since you guys been open, what is the response been? How's it been in here? How's everything been flowing?
Response has been amazing.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'll get frustrated because all the small kinks of opening these days.
Of course.
The music shuts off for 15 minutes and I lose my mind.
I've been there.
And in the scheme of things, it's really not a big deal.
Right.
But for me, I'm like, it's terrible. It's a horrible night. But no, it's been amazing. People have been stoked. People have been trying to get reservations, so it's good.
So it's RSVP only.
We're taking some walk-ins when we have room, but I highly recommend.
So it's walk-ins like in the know kind of walk-ins? How does that work?
So a lot of the bartenders that work in front or the servers will let our regulars know, like, hey, Harry's open, you can go check it out.
Oh, nice.
Which comes to mind. If it is busy and you want to get in here, a classic line you can say to someone is that they know Dave Newman.
There it is.
That gets you really far.
Gets you to the bathroom stall.
It gets you somewhere, and
Is the third stall on the right?
so it is. I'll bring this up because it is a thing.
It's not a thing.
It not really, but it's comedy, and you're gonna get embarrassed. So there was an IG created
Okay.
in honor of this gentleman,
Whoa.
which was called.
Like a fan IG?
Yeah, I guess you could say it. But it was a created. The I Know Dave
Wow.
Instagram. Now, I don't know who created this thing.
Not Dave from Wendy's.
Can't imagine.
No idea what Yahoo would do this. But it was because of things of that nature where like you would ask if you were to get into someplace, maybe such as a pint of jigger,
Right.
such as here,
Right.
busy, you want to get in, and you know how people name drop, these weirdos. This is the man.
Oh, there you go.
This is it.
Drop the name.
Drop the name, and then you get rolling of the eyes, and then you see what happens.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of eye rolling. You may get taken in a parking lot.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of how that was. It was created as a joke because a lot of whenever you meet the typical like you're in a certain field and you meet a younger guy who's trying to show his name drop and try to make like he's some kind of thing. So, long story short, he came up to the Lord.
Yeah,
How about you
there
know the Lord?
The Lord.
Shout
And he
out.
went up and he said the classic line, "Do you know Dave?"
Wow.
Lord rolls his eyes. He says, "Yes, I do. He's over there." He was at this event. He was so frustrated, the Lord jumped into the water, destroyed his cell phone
Nice.
because of this Yahoo kid.
Cooling off.
And he was like, you know what? This is it. We need to create this in honor. Yes. So there you go. That was it.
So Ben's a phenomenal bartender, and I always enjoy sitting with him. So for someone like him and you to create this wonderful Instagram, it's actually pretty cool.
Well, it's a joint venture.
There's others working with it. It's they'll remain nameless. He, she's,
Right.
But it was really, as in all seriousness, as stupid as this is, it was a thing to honor yourself, sir.
Nice.
It really was. And look at the followers. They
There
just
you go.
keep in droves. They're coming.
They
It's
come.
sheep, I think. But yeah, in
Do
fact, they
you
are.
follow it? Do you look at
I
it?
do.
He does. He's on there.
Nice.
I gotta appreciate the abuse.
Got it.
There
Got
are
it.
no flattering pictures on this Instagram. It's great.
You still look great. You look fantastic.
I mean, there might be a link
So-
to the show there.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
never know. Who knows?
Yeah.
They'll be wondering what's that all about.
I know.
Yes,
Someone might come in here, you snipe in over here.
Exactly.
I get some photos of me up there with your t-shirt.
That is correct. Yes. We got a lot of
Talk to that person over there. DM, slide in the
We'll
DM.
talk to somebody to slide into the DM.
Tell me the name of the place, this place. Yeah.
What,
Is
what,
it significance?
yeah, what was the reason for Harry's?
Okay, so Harry's Hardware Emporium. My family has always had, on my dad's side, has always had liquor stores or bars. And my great-great-great-grandpa in Erie, Pennsylvania, his name was Harry, and owned a liquor store called Harry's. So this is a tribute to him. And then there's two huge figures in the cocktail history canon of cocktails that are also named Harry. Harry Craddock, the Savoy Cocktail Book, and then Harry McCallum. So between the three Harrys, we thought it was pretty fitting. We never had anything to do with hardware. I don't know where that came from.
That was gonna be my next question. Yeah. What was the reason for that?
And we needed a facade.
Yeah.
And I just thought, my God, it'd be so cool to throw some old tools outside.
Yeah.
And controllers. I can't believe I'm about to tell you guys this story. So I actually concepted this bar in Los Angeles over 20 years ago.
Wow.
So I was living in LA. I had a business partner, and we were going to open this bar in downtown LA. I was on my way to sign the lease for the spot. We were going to build it out. And my business partner calls me, and he's like, "Hey, we gotta talk. When we went to Vegas 3 weeks ago, I slept with your girlfriend.
Oh,
And I'm in love with her, and I don't think you deserve her."
what?
So I pulled over on the side of the 405 freeway and I'm screaming at him. And I was trying to make the decision, like, am I still gonna sign this lease and
Right,
do
right.
business? And I didn't. So I've been thinking about doing this bar for 2 decades.
And then you bounced to Hawaii.
I
Unreal.
came to Hawaii 11 years ago. Worked for Nobu.
Yeah.
I was on client 6 years ago. Almost now.
Wow.
So this was a long time.
To say the least. All right.
So this was more your brainchild than your ex-partner? Or was it kind of a...
Yeah, this was my baby back in the day, and then I explained it to my current partners, and they fell in love with the idea. And the space came open from Duluth Valley, and
Yeah.
we just jumped on it.
So is any other speakeasies in Hawaii?
Yeah, we got a highbrow room.
Okay.
They don't like to be called a speakeasy,
Right.
but the space is awesome. And Brad Miller's amazing. And then in Kailua, we got the Gaslamp.
Right.
So named after, I guess, the famous cocktail district in San
There
Diego.
you go. Right.
Which I haven't been to yet, but I need to get out there.
Right, I don't know if anybody's got, well, it's in Kailua, who's gonna really want to go, quite frankly. I mean, if we're living in town and we're gonna drive out there and go drink,
That's an
forget
expensive
it.
Uber.
Correct. That's not gonna happen. Kailua, you guys can hang out and enjoy. So what do you think is the general public as far as they're warming up to this idea of the speakeasy? Now, you know, the typical local guys are gonna say a couple things about what's going on in here. First of all, they're gonna ask, oh, get food on. And then they're gonna ask, you get Moscow Mule on. Not knowing the
Exactly
complexity
like that,
of what's
exactly
going on.
like that.
They will say, what after that. But what do you tell those guys? How do you bring those in? Is that even the kind of crowd you want?
Absolutely. I mean,
Right.
it's so fun for us to take something that we love and share it.
Right.
So we can make Moscow Mules.
Right.
There is food. And maybe in Moscow Mule, like for seasoned cocktail drinking, you're not going to think that that's like, like a real amazing cocktail. It's a great drink.
Right.
And maybe that leads into a kind of selling.
Right.
Another ginger, sweeter based drink. Looks an amazing drink brewed by Sam Ross.
Right.
Absolutely super cool. But for us, just exposing people to what we love is amazing. I think that goes for everybody in every field.
Correct. Yes. Exactly. You want to educate.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
I mean, I'm sure if you could get me to start working out, you'd feel good about that.
Well, of course. Right.
That's not
We
good.
gotta keep you alive.
Let's look it up.
Speaking of
Another
alive,
time. But I mean, that's perfectly said. I mean, look at anything. Your line of work, everyone's line of work. You want to educate the novice.
Absolutely.
You want to interest the novice to educate in the long run. So yeah.
Yeah, and drinking's fun. I mean, it's social, it's fun, you get to meet
Right.
amazing people.
Right.
And so we're just trying to create another environment that's maybe a little bit different. Maybe we don't have electronic dartboards and the shuffleboard table, which we
Right.
don't mind. But this is more like, which I love about this space is like people are actually putting their cell phones down. They're
Right.
engaging with
Nice.
each other. It's a little quieter. You're having a conversation. It feels like a throwback.
Right.
Really neat. So we'll watch couples come in to pint and jigger, and they won't even talk to each other.
That's true.
And they come over here and they actually engage. It's really neat.
Case in point, myself and my wife.
hey,
So, when do we talk? Who knows? But
We can text.
you
we can text.
Like talk, you can text.
Only so many things we can type. But there are certain speakeasies in the mainland that would have a rule that would be specifically do not pull out your cell phone, do not
Right.
text. What do you say to things like that with specific rules like that?
I mean, I appreciate that. I don't feel like Hawaii is the right place for that.
Yeah.
Like dress code, we have one bar on the island that has a really strict dress code. There is
Right.
an option.
That's right.
Yeah, you can come down here and be dressed up, match what the bartenders are wearing. People probably have a little bit better time doing so, but you can also come down casual and enjoy. I don't want to force too many rules on people unless it starts affecting other guests.
Right. Right. Because there's one, Bourbon and Branch. I remember one that is in San Francisco. That's a speakeasy.
Dress code.
A lot of rules.
Rules.
Yeah. No texting. Literally no talking loud.
No photography.
No photography, right? They didn't want to take pictures of the drinks or anything like that. Yeah. It's funny, I was there and that was during the Pacquiao Mayweather fight.
Oh, interesting.
And we were there in San Francisco as this was going on, and so I want to find out what's going on in the fight. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I'm literally in the bathroom, just sitting there watching the stream with the thing. I can't go outside. They're going on
with all the other guests.
Yeah.
And people were pulling their phones out. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But the concept, well, with that place did not have food. So let's talk about the food. Regarding, what was your take on the menu? What was your decision of how you were going to craft the menu? Reading.
We wanted to do a little bit elevated menu from what we were doing at Pine Jigger. And our chef just hit the ball out of the park. So he's done some awesome things. We feature fresh oysters, whatever we can get that's the best for that week we'll run it.
Yeah.
So we've got some great stuff from Washington, Kumamoto's.
Caviar.
Caviar is on the menu. Really good Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
That is phenomenal, yes.
Smoked Doba Crostini is really good. So
yes.
So Chef Corey Sparrow is just killing it.
Food is good. Very cool. For you to get the Moscow meal.
Let's break, bro.
Yeah,
open the shop, pull the shop, come
Let's
back.
go, come back, yeah, exactly. Kevin, are you a caviar fan?
You know what? I've never tried caviar.
Yeah. So for someone that has never tried the whole caviar experience with the champagne, what's your take on how is there certain way to do it? Or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think you're gonna do it. You know, it's a bucket list thing. Like, sit down, have some champagne, caviar, celebrate something.
There you go. Waifu would love that.
Yeah.
I mean, champagne's great because every time you open a bottle, you're celebrating something.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome.
What kind of types of caviar are there? What do you offer? Like, is it just one certain kind or two different?
So I mean, I'm a little spoiled from having worked at Nobu for so long. So we went with the best, the Eccentric Caviar.
Okay.
So that is like the top of the top. And then we do a white sturgeon. Just we tasted through it. I was like, dollar for dollar. It's amazing.
You're a fan of caviar?
I've tried it.
Tried it?
I mean, I'll do it again.
Right.
I just don't know the proper way to do it.
Oh.
As far as I've just had it by itself. I haven't had it with the champagne aspect.
Or vodka. It's really nice with just incredibly cold vodka.
Is there with the caviar? Do you eat it with something you put it on? What specifically you put it on, or do you do it straight?
Chef came up. Normally you do it on what's called a blini. It's basically a little pancake, but he's doing a buckwheat one, and it works really well. Because you don't want anything with too much flavor, so you really want to focus on just the taste of the fish.
Right.
And then we do the typical side accoutrements. People love it with just diced up egg, onions.
Oh, okay. Would you do that?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, anything wrong.
Romantic.
You
So romantic you would be.
Dim the light, yeah.
Put your wife right there. Hey.
She'll be filming it too while we're eating it.
Celebrate.
What are they doing over there? Yeah. Exactly. So on top of that, you have a lot of the entrees are like a smaller, but no, you have the steak sandwich is a big entree.
Steak sandwich is sort of what we're getting on for, the Philly cheesesteak.
Do you cocktail pair these things out, or is it? Would you go that far? Yeah.
We can. We worked on, for obviously for the caviar and oysters and pairing. So oysters come with a little taste of a muscadet, which is a dry French white wine. And the soil that it's grown in is actually fossilized mollusk shells. So it pairs amazingly well with oysters.
Wow.
So we did work on some of the pairings, but bartenders here are very well versed in creating drinks that will match the food.
Different bartenders from.
Most of the guys are working both sides.
Okay.
It's fun to work in t-shirt and jeans and just sling drinks over there and come over here and slow it down a little bit and spend more time actually chatting with each guest.
That's cool.
Is this a place that you can take the wife down?
Of
Would you
course.
guys come
We'd
in
love to
from
go
the
there,
line?
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Wife's gonna like it, yeah?
Oh, sure love it.
There's no rice, so I don't know what.
You don't need no rice, bro. Get the caviar, I'm good to go,
There you
bro.
go, right. Just laugh
Caviar and
along.
alcohol, good to go, bro. She loves it when I drink. That's why. So it's like,
It's always good to see Hawaiians drinking.
yeah. No, not
Okay.
too much.
So as far as this layout, and now if you remember, Kevin, this used to be a lot of things in the
Right,
past.
yeah.
Besides before Gulick, as far as transformation is, what was your vision as far as the layout? Like for example, we're gonna go tour later, the gold ceiling. Now what does that symbolize? What is that taken from?
So the gilded ceiling, I think just really brought the room together.
Okay.
We were trying to create a space that looked like 1925 New Orleans or Chicago.
Okay.
And these old hotel bars all used to have the gilded ceiling. So we wanted to incorporate that. It's a rustic, antique looking wallpaper.
Right. Getting back to that era.
Yeah. The 1930s poker table with the chandelier.
Yeah.
Poker playing here?
Oh no, the commission frowns upon these things, and we would never ever do anything to accept it.
Nice. Good answer.
Yes.
You get braided, bro. What are you doing? We're
Speak easy, bro.
Well, you gotta be quiet then. Everybody shut up. But yes, great layout. We're gonna do the little video tour. I guess from the beginning to end of how you get in here, right? So, and you have no idea of how this works, right?
No idea.
You don't know why. You don't know what.
Yeah, ideas don't know. No, I only work on the street 6 days a week.
Yeah, exactly. He's right across from you. Go figure, right? So yeah, so we're gonna take a break then, and then I guess
You can do the tour.
we will go on the tour. Let's do this.
Right.
Let's figure this out. All right.
Sleep time's over. Season 7, episode 1.
We're speaking easy with Dave.
There you go.